Hey, welcome back to YT Finance, and this is the channel where I went to business school so you didn't have to, and today we are talking about the top 10 safest dividend stocks to buy for 2022. And the inspiration for this video is because the market has been very bearish and it's been trending down lately, and in my personal opinion, a dividend investing strategy is one of the best strategies to utilize during a market downtrend. The reason for this is because your dividends get a double compounding effect if the stock is cheaper, on top of reinvesting your dividends through drip reinvesting, on top if the actual company is actually increasing their dividends year over year like a dividend aristocrat. And that's why we are looking at the top 10 safest stocks to invest into right now that offer dividends. Warren Buffett loves dividend stocks, and he made around $4.6 billion just in dividend payments, not including the actual stock's appreciation over 2021. Goldman Sachs also projects that the S&P 500 will increase their dividend payouts about 6% through 2022, and that's going to be amazing news as we see more companies increase their dividends after what has happened in the last few years. How these stocks were picked on this list is we looked at the dividend history. We also looked at how many consecutive years that they have increased their dividend payouts, like dividend aristocrats such as our first company, which is Johnson & Johnson, ticker J&J. We also looked at what analysts are saying about these stocks, their business fundamentals, their growth prospects on top of their dividend payouts, and the latest news for these stocks. We're also going to be telling you how many elite hedge funds own this stock, and it's going to be consisting of a database of around 867 hedge funds. So, like I said earlier, we're going to start our list with Johnson & Johnson, ticker symbol J&J. Also, if you see some marks next to these companies, if I have a green check next to the company, it means I like the company and I most likely also own the company. Because on this channel, I like to be fully transparent with the stocks that I'm going over so you all know exactly what's in my portfolio at all times. The number of hedge funds that own Johnson & Johnson stock is 88 out of the 867 that are on our elite hedge fund database. The dividend yield for J&J right now is 2.47%, and the number of years of consecutive dividend increases is 59, and this would make Johnson & Johnson, of course, a fantastic dividend aristocrat. If you didn't know, Johnson & Johnson is a healthcare products company, and they operate in multiple segments, including consumer health, pharmaceuticals, and medical devices. They also have one of the longest track records of a company increasing their dividend payouts year after year, and this has started all the way back into 1989. Recently, they declared a dividend of $1.06 per share, so if you own one share of J&J stock, you're going to get paid around $1.06 every single quarter. Analysts also love the Johnson & Johnson stock because a Citi analyst has a buy rating on Johnson & Johnson, and they even raised their price target for the stock from $192 all the way up to $195. The current stock price for J&J stock is $171. The low-end analyst price target is $161. The average price consensus among analysts is $186, and the high-end price prediction for the end of 2022 goes all the way up to $215 per share. Now I want to move on to our number 9 spot, which is ticker symbol BP, which is Prosperity Bank Shares. 16 elite hedge funds own this company. They have a dividend yield of 2.77%, and as we go on in the video, the dividend yield is going to increase with every single company that we go over. And they have 18 consecutive years of dividend increases. And this is a Texas-based bank holding company. Their quarterly revenues amounted to around $283.76 million, which beat analysts' estimates by almost a whole $4 million. They also posted a quarterly dividend of 52 cents per share. This company is also well positioned to benefit from the increases for interest rates regarding the Federal Reserve's newest policies, which are going to be implemented in March. And this is going to happen with many banking institutions, so those are also some other stocks that you might want to buy into. So for this company, the current stock price is $78 per share. The low end price target for the stock, according to analysts, is $26. The average price target is $78, and the high end price prediction for the end of 2022 goes all the way up to $91 per share. In our number 8 spot, we have none other than Coca-Cola, ticker symbol KO. 61 elite hedge funds own this company. Their dividend yield is 2.78%, and their number of consecutive years of dividend increases is 59, which again would make this company also a dividend aristocrat. So if you don't own Coca-Cola Company, this is a fantastic company to buy for both steady growth and a decent dividend. Just like Johnson & Johnson, Coca-Cola has been paying out a consistent dividend all the way since 1989, and they are a gigantic beverage company that reported $10.4 billion worth of revenue in quarter 3 of 2021, which beat estimates by analysts by $321.89 million. Also, their earnings per share for the quarter came in at 65 cents per share, which also beat analyst estimates by around 7 cents per share, which is absolutely fantastic, and this is a very attractive buying opportunity, and it's a great blue chip stock to own in general. A JP Morgan analyst also has increased their price target for Coca-Cola stock from $59 all the way up to $63. Currently, the stock price is $60 per share, the high-end price target is $67 per share, the low-end analyst price target is $55 per share, and the average price prediction among analysts is $63 per share. Now in our number 7 spot, we have Pfizer, ticker symbol PFE. The number of elite hedge funds that own this company is actually quite staggering, and it's a big number of around 74. Their dividend yield is also pretty high at 2.91%, and the number of years of consecutive dividend increases is 11, which again is not bad. Of course, you probably know who Pfizer is due to their vaccines that are coming out that many people have right now, and they are a biopharmaceutical company. For their earnings per share in the third quarter, it came at $1.34 per share, which beat analyst estimates by 25 cents per share, which again is a huge earnings beat. On top of that, they also generated around $24 billion worth of revenue, which beat estimates by over $1 billion, which is absolutely amazing news. The company is currently giving out a quarterly dividend that will pay you around 40 cents per share. A Bank of America analyst also raised their price target for the stock from $48 all the way up to $54, and this came off of great news because the company has recently announced an agreement to acquire Arena Pharmaceuticals, so that's also a huge catalyst to look forward to. Right now, the PFE stock price trades at around $56 per share, the low-end analyst price target is $38 per share, the average analyst price consensus is $57 per share, and the high-end price prediction for the stock is $75. In our next spot, we have 3M Company, ticker symbol MMM. The number of hedge funds that own this company is 46 out of the elite hedge funds that are in our database. They have a dividend yield of 3.28%, and the number of years that they have raised their dividend consecutively is 63 years. This company is a provider of safety equipment, industrial and consumer goods, and they operate through multiple segments such as safety and industrial, transportation and electronics, healthcare, and even consumer goods. This dividend yield is set to increase for many more years to come, and you can also see from the historical data that they are not shy about increasing their dividend. They also have fantastic revenues, good free cash flows, great net income, and all of these statistics have increased over the last 5 years, so overall, this is a very solid company. The current stock price for 3M is $178, the low-end analyst estimate is $136, the average price consensus among analysts for the stock is $184, and the high-end price target for the company is $210 per share. Now in our top 5, to start off the list, we have Walgreens, ticker symbol WBA. 37 elite hedge funds own this company. The dividend yield is 3.55%. This is a pharmacy-led healthcare and beauty retail chain with around 9,000 locations in the United States and 4,000 other stores across 8 countries. I actually think that there's a mistake in this article because that should be 46, not 6. This should be 46. So 46 years, yeah, I knew I had it somewhere. 46 years of consecutive dividend increases, not 6. The earnings per share that the company generated in the third quarter was $1.17 per share, which is absolutely amazing, which also beat analyst price estimates at 15 cents per share. It raked in around $34 billion worth of quarterly revenues just in a single quarter, bringing in over $34 billion worth of revenue, and this also beat analyst revenue predictions by almost $900 million. A Truist analyst also raised their price target from $52 all the way up to $56. However, overall, he gives the company a hold rating. The current stock price for Walgreens is $54 per share. The low-end price target is $45. The average analyst price estimate is $53, and the high-end price prediction is $70 per share. Now, in our number 4 spot, we can see that we have none other than Consolidated Edison, ticker symbol ED, and this has, of course, the X that I do not like this company. Now, I don't want to get too into this of why I don't like the company, but in just my personal opinion, all of the stocks on this list are very good in my opinion, except this is the only one that I actually personally would not own. However, with that being said, 24 hedge funds do own this company, so at least they think it's a fantastic buy. It has a solid dividend yield of 3.63%, and it has an annual dividend increase record of 47 years. Man, I do not know what Insider Monkey is doing, so this time, this is wrong. They did not increase it 16 years consecutively. It is 47 years consecutively, and it's on multiple other lists of it increasing for over 40 years. So don't pay any attention to that. I don't know who's writing these articles, but luckily we can catch these mistakes together. Now, talking more about the company, they posted earnings of $1.41 per share, and they actually missed estimates according to analysts by 7 cents a share. On top of that, they also had quarterly revenues come in about $3.61 billion, which did outperform their estimates by around $150 million. According to a Citigroup analyst, they have a neutral or hold rating on the stock with a price target of $84. The current stock price for the stock is $83 per share, the low-end price target is $65, the average analyst price consensus is $75, and the high-end price prediction is $87 per share for the end of 2022. Now let's move on to Verizon Communications, which again is a stock that I do like, and it looks like that hedge funds also like the stock because 57 elite hedge funds also own this company. The dividend yield is very impressive, coming in at 4.78%, and the number of years of consecutive dividend increases is over 8 years, so that is fantastic news. If you didn't know, Verizon Communications is a telecommunications giant that's based in the United States, and they specialize in a plethora of different segments such as communication, technology, information, and entertainment products and services. They are also heavily involved in 5G technology, and because their dividend yield is so high, like I mentioned earlier, it's great downside protection during bearish markets for the short term, which is fantastic news, and that's again why I'm making this video. For the third quarter, the earnings per share for Verizon came in at $1.41, which beat analysts' forecasts by around 5 cents per share. In December, the firm even declared a quarterly dividend of 64 cents per share, which is again very impressive, especially for a quarterly dividend. A Cohen analyst also increased his price target for the Verizon stock from $68 to $71, and he says that this stock is clearly going to outperform. The current stock price is $53 per share. The low-end price target is $52 per share, the average price consensus is $60 per share, and the high-end analyst price target is $71 per share for the end of 2022. Now in our top two, we have Enbridge, ticker symbol ENB. 24 hedge funds own this stock. It has a fantastic dividend yield of almost 7%, and this company has raised their dividends for around 8 years. This is an energy infrastructure company that's based over in Canada, and they operate in segments through liquid pipelines, gas transmission and midstream, gas distribution and storage, renewable power generation, and energy services as a whole. They have a fantastic quarterly dividend of almost 90 cents per share, coming in at 86 cents per share, and they are an incredibly stable company that has impressive cash flows, and they are also set to grow significantly, especially as governments move toward more renewable energy sources. The company also reported earnings per share of 47 cents per share, which beat estimates by around 2 cents a share, and their revenues came in at $9.21 billion for the third quarter of 2021, which beat expectations by almost $1.5 billion. An RBC Capitalist analyst said that this company is clearly going to outperform many others, and they even raised their price target from $57 up to $61. The current stock price trades at $41 per share. The average analyst price prediction is $43 per share. The low-end analyst estimate is $35, and the high-end price prediction is $47 per share. And last but not least is our number one pick out of all of these stocks, and it is, of course, Enterprise Products Partners, ticker symbol EPD. 25 hedge funds own this stock. It has a huge dividend, and that's why it's the number one, because we are talking about dividends coming in at a dividend yield of 7.86% as of January 4th. The number of consecutive years that the company has increased their dividend is 22, which is also very impressive, and this company operates in the production and sales of natural gas and and petrochemicals. For the third quarter, they posted pretty good earnings per share of 54 cents, which beat estimates by 3 cents per share. Their revenues also were very impressive, coming in at $10.83 billion for the quarter, which beat estimates by $2.33 billion, which is a huge revenue beat. So not only did they beat in earnings per share, they also had a fantastic revenue beat. According to analysts, this stock is a clear buy right now, so they increased their stock price target from $28 over to $29, and overall it has a fantastic outperform rating from many institutions across the board, and this is mainly for their ability to translate their earnings into very good cash returns for the overall company. The current stock price for EPD stock is $23, the low-end analyst price target is $24, the average price consensus among analysts is $28, and the high-end price prediction for the end of 2022 is $32 per share. So if you like these types of videos, please go and smash the like button right now. Don't forget to subscribe, especially if you are new. Comment your thoughts down below, because I love hearing your thoughts down below in the comments. I try to literally reply to every single comment that I possibly can, and I will see you in the next YT video.